What's happening, YouTube? Anthony on Power Rangers Lost the Galaxy fan film with a brand new PRLostGalaxy2014 review. And today we are taking a look at my latest WWE Elite Collection figure of CM Punk from Series 115, which contains CM Punk in a t-shirt, 2 interchangeable hands, and based on CM Punk when he returned to WWE for the first time in a decade at Royal Rumble 2024. When in a time when I wasn't watching WWE at all in 2024, which was yet one of my, hiatus years from wrestling, because yeah, I did miss out a lot from last year in 2024, did I? For pro wrestling. So this is not my first CM Punk figure. I do have another CM Punk figure in the storage unit, but I will dig that figure out to compare that CM Punk with this one. So here's the front of the package for this Series 115 2014 Royal Rumble CM Punk. And this is a render of him smiling like, yeah, Mr. Best in the World. And then also an image of him when he returned for the first time in a decade. And this CM Punk came in the same wave as R-Truth, Tyler Bate, Kairi Sane, Drew McIntyre, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Whenever I do get around, I'm still trying to do R-Truth and Drew McIntyre and The Rock as of this recording, especially when it comes to with this particular wave of WWE figures that this CM Punk came from. And it's going to be tough finding Kairi Sane and Tyler Bate at the moment, so whenever I get around them. With that being said, let's open up Mr. Best in the World following his return to WWE after 10 years. Okay, since CM Punk is out of the package, there isn't really much to talk about with this figure because he doesn't have that many accessories I'll talk about, so this is going to be quick and easy. Just these interchangeable hands to switch out if, for your preference and even mine. Whenever I want to change out the hands when he wants to spar a wrestler in the ring and all of that, or that kind of gesture, or grab a wrestler by the throat or do his usual finisher and everything. So, okay. So now let's take a look at the CM Punk figure, because this is going to be a very fast review, because again, this CM Punk did not come with a lot, so this is going to be easy to talk about, to take a look at how the figure was done, how it was made, how authentically close to how the real life wrestler looks. And knowing CM Punk has always been one of my favorite WWE superstars since he debuted back in the late 2000s during the early PG era, no less, back in 2008, 2009, and I've always been a big fan of this guy, and ever since he came in the WWE, and he had been like one of my all-time favorite wrestlers and of all time. I don't know if I had gotten his personal signature pose right, but by trying to get the posing of the hands and the arms together crossed like an X. But this is as close as I can get. But I had always never thought I would imagine myself having action figures of CM Punk. It's just, again, I've always been a fan of this guy. And not to mention his chronic rivalry with a lot of wrestlers that I know, particularly his most notorious rivalry with John Cena, and just about everybody he has had beef with since he came in the WWE. But since he came back, he had some beef with wrestlers like, AJ Styles. I'm going to get around, speaking of, I do have figures of AJ Styles and John Cena, so I will have those to talk about later on. So you have John Cena with one of CM Punk with his iconic signature poses. Not the best, best recreation I did for the figure, but this is just good and close enough. And then I like the way how they did a good job on the t-shirt that he wore following his return, but though when the shirt and the seam on the shirt didn't have it on all the way, I don't know why that popped off, but this is how the shirt would. But if I want to take the shirt off, all you have to do is just take this off and just reveal CM Punk with the tattoos on his chest, just like in real life. So, and even the tattoos on his arms is very authentic to how he always looked in real life with those sleeved tattoos and stuff, because that's just how CM Punk rolls. So actually, I'm just going to keep the shirt on the figure, because this best represents Punk. I mean, nothing against CM Punk without his shirt on, showing the chest tattoo and all, but I just like to show off how he looks. This is him doing a pose like he's about to beat up somebody in the ring, but it's also more like a action hero pose or something like that. All right. Okay, let's take a look at articulation points, and then we are finished, because there is not much to talk about Punk. Well, this CM Punk anyway. His head turns freely very well, and, you know, up and down, left and right, turn left and right, and then even turn his head all the way. Then you also have abdomen crunches, what you would expect, like all my other even with the, you know, raising the shirt up a little bit to see that abdomen and the crunch bit. Okay, so you can flex that abdomen to the figure. Elbow crunch is good, so that is probably one of the best looking elbow crunches I've ever seen on a WWE figure that I've gotten so far. But though, due to that, you know, that knee pad, you know, that elbow pad, you're not going to do much of an elbow crunch because of that pad on his right arm and on the right elbow. So you're not going to do that as much on that arm. Now, as for the leg movement and leg articulation, you can move those legs around, rotate them. Let's take a look at knee crunches. Knee crunch, again, whenever I have a WWE wrestler with knee pads, you're not going to do much articulation depending on the material. So we're just going to have the knees just like this, the bend, and then do the rotating of the feet and the shins. No toe articulation because this is not like those other action figures. And then the rotating and ankle pivoting and the foot. So you got the foot articulation. Now I think you can get quite of a knee crunch on this leg, but I don't know why, but because the kneecap was raised up so high. So that's about it on the CM Punk figure. It's just there is not much to talk about with this one, but I bet you on another CM Punk I got in the storage unit later. Probably delve into that one another day, another time. So that's it for my review on Series 115 CM Punk, and until next time when I do another WWE Elite Collection or other review to come. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe, drop a like, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time with a brand new review, whether it be WWE, Power Rangers, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Marvel, and the like, and I'll see you guys next time.